Hello everybody, welcome back to Mr. McKinnon's online music lessons, and it's week 5. How exciting. And I heard, a little birdie told me that very soon we are all hopefully going to be back at school. We just need a few more weeks of home learning and then, fingers crossed, we're all going to get to see each other again, which is obviously brilliant news. So stay safe at home for now, and you've got another music lesson to go. So we're going to start today with This Old Man. This Old Man is a game that we looked at last week. This Old Man is the one where you go, this old man, he played 1, and then we added in different actions each time all the way up to this old man, he played 5. And I'm going to try to not make a mistake this time. Then we're going to do a new game, which is actually much easier than This Old Man. I thought I'd give you something a little bit more simple to get your teeth into, which is called Tony Chestnut. And then we're going to do another new game. We're going to be doing 2 new games today. The third game that we're going to play today is called Let's Put the Rooster in the Stew, which is a bit trickier. So we're going to start off with something which is quite tricky, something that's quite easy, and then something that's quite tricky again. And then we're going to look at our musical notation, our note rhythms and writing. Okay, let's start with This Old Man. So you need to make sure you find a space. I've got my space here, and if you remember, This Old Man starts with just one hand. It goes, this old man, he played 1. He played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. And in the second verse, we do 2 hands. It goes, this old man. And in the third verse, for this old man, he played 3, we use 1 foot at the same time, and we do the beat with our foot. So it goes, this old man, he played 3. For this old man, he played 4, we use our both feet, and we do them alternatively like this. We stomp like this, and it goes, this old man, he played 4. And then the last one, which is the hardest one, is you have to do all of those actions and move around in a circle. For this old man, he played 5. So that one will be, this old man, he played 5. Okay, did you practice last week? If you did, you'll be brilliant at this game today. So starting with this old man, he played 1. Here we go. Ready, go. This old man, he played 1. He played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 2. He played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 3. He played knick-knack on my tree with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 4. He played knick-knack on my door with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 5. He played knick-knack on my hive with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Well done you! Did you manage to do all 5 of those verses with all 5 of the actions at the end? Oh, you're a musical genius. If you would like to record yourself, get one of your parents to record you, please do and send it in to me. I'd love to see how well you did with This Old Man. So we're going to look at another game now, which is called Tony Chestnut. Tony Chestnut is a bit simpler, as I said earlier. So the words of Tony Chestnut are, Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. That's how Tony knows. Okay. The words are quite simple and the actions are also quite simple too, but there is a little bit of difficulty near the end, I think. Okay, so now, Tony Chestnut. Tony Chestnut. It's actually not someone's name, it's parts of your body. Toe, knee, chest, nut. Because your head is quite hard like a nut, we're just going to say it's the nut. So, for Tony Chestnut, you're going to start off by touching your toe, and then you're going to touch your knees, and then you're going to do this for chest, and then you're going to go nut, okay? And we sing, Tony Chestnut. Can you do that again with me? Here we go. Tony Chestnut. The next part is, knows I love him. But of course, we're going to be using parts of the body. Nose. Now, because we are all being very careful and making sure that we're not touching our faces too much these days, I want you to just point to your parts of your face. Don't actually touch the parts of your face, because we need to be safe. So, point to your nose. Nose. I. And then you're going to go, love him. Like that. Nose. I love him. Do that again. Knows I love him. So put all that together so far. Goes Tony Chestnut knows I love him. And then the next part is Tony knows, Tony knows. So we point to those parts of the body. Tony knows, Tony knows. And then it goes, Tony Chestnut knows I love him. And then the last bit is, that's how Tony knows. For that's how, we're just going to point 2 times. That's how Tony knows. I think we're ready to do the whole of the song with all of the actions. Here we go. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love him. That's how Tony knows. Very well done. Do you think we could try a little bit faster? I've never tried it much faster, so I hope I don't make a mistake. But if I do make a mistake, that's fine, isn't it? It's okay to make mistakes in music. We're going to go at this speed. Tony Chestnut's a bit faster. Off we go. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love him. That's how Tony knows. Oh, simple. Simple as that, isn't it? Well done you. Well done you. And again, I'd love to see any performances of that you can do at home. Okay, so our third and final game this week is called Let's Put the Rooster in the Stew. And to play Let's Put the Rooster in the Stew, you are going to need things that you can tap with. So I'm going to find my beaters, but if you have drumsticks or if you have pencils or if you have chopsticks or if you have anything that you can tap on a table or the floor or the carpet with, then go and get that now. And I'm going to meet you in a different part of the room because I need a bit more space for this game. Okay, do you have your tapping things? I've got my beaters here and I'm sat at a table so I can do that, and I'm going to be gently tapping on this table. But if you want to sit on the floor or if you want to go outside, that's completely up to you. But you need to be able to tap on something. Okay, it's called Let's Put the Rooster in the Stew. But before I teach you the words of the song, can you count to 7? Good. I thought you could count to 7. This game works all around counting up to 7 over and over and over. Okay, so we're going to be doing 8 rounds of 7. We're going to be counting to 7 8 times. Okay, so the first one we're going to be tapping on the table for all 7 beats like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Easy peasy. We'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, was the first one. The second time we do it, we're going to be tapping the sticks together on the first beat, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next time we do it, we're going to be tapping on the second beat, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to be tapping on the third beat, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next time we tap on the fourth beat, the next time we tap on the fifth beat, the next time we tap on the sixth beat, and you guessed it, the last time we do it, we're going to be tapping on the very last beat, number 7. Okay, let's just try that now all together. So remember, it's no taps at the beginning, and then first beat, then second beat, then third beat, all the way up to 7. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but that's not the whole game. That was a bit tricky, but we now have to add in some words. You've got to speak at the same time. And the words that you have to say are, let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. And we basically say it 2 times. We say those words twice, and then that's us made it all the way to the last one. I'll show you what that looks like now. If you feel like you're ready and you're confident to join in, then go for it. It goes like this. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Last one. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. That was hard. That was really hard. I practiced a lot, and that's how I managed to do it. But I think you're going to have to practice a little bit too. Let's do it really slowly, okay? So we're starting off, as you know, with all taps on the table. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then on first beat. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then on 2. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then on 3. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then on 4. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then 5. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then on 6. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then on the last one. Then he cannot say cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Very, very nice. If I was to draw the rhythm of let's put the rooster in the stew, then I would go T, 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 rest. Because actually there was an invisible 8th beat in each line, but it was a rest. So I would be drawing T, 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 rest. Crotchet, 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 rest. Like that. That's what we were tapping. Well done you. We are now going to do some note writing. So I need you to get paper and a pencil, and I'll meet you on the chair. Do you have your pencil or pen and your paper? Good. So we are ready to write. You are all geniuses, and I don't need to really go over too much about what we've done before because your brains are extraordinary. So you don't need me to remind you about tea, and you don't need me to remind you about coffee. And you definitely don't need me to remind you about rest. And I don't think you need me to remind you about tea. And you definitely don't need me to tell you that these notes are also called crotchet, quavers, and minim. And that this is always called rest. But you may not know what these notes are. I wonder what Mr. MacKinnon is drawing. I've got 4 dots this time, 4 black dots, and I'm going to be putting lines up like this, and you can do the same, and I'm going to be putting a line all the way across. Right now it looks a little bit like coffee. It looks a little bit like coffee, doesn't it? But I'm not finished yet, because I'm going to draw an extra line below. These notes are different to all the rest. They are called cappuccino. Cappuccino. Cappuccino, I think I've spelt it right, cappuccino. But they've got another name, and some of you may know these, and this is the real name for these, and they are called semiquavers. 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 Quavers. Semiquavers. Do you think that if we were to clap these notes, they would be slow, or would they be very fast? I'm going to clap each of these, and then I'm going to clap the cappuccino notes. I'm going to give you a clue just in the way I say it. Cappuccino. Right, I'm going to clap from here. Tea, coffee, rest, tea, cappuccino. Semiquavers, or cappuccino, is very fast. It's the fastest kind of notes that we have so far. Cappuccino, or semiquavers. Each one on its own is a semiquaver. 1 semiquaver, 2 semiquavers, 3 semiquavers, 4 semiquavers. And when you have 4 of them in a row, it's cappuccino. And when we say the word cappuccino, we say it fast, don't we? Cappuccino. That reminds us that these are very fast. Cappuccino. I'll do it again from here, and you can join in with me. It goes tea, coffee, rest, tea, cappuccino. Like that. Here's a tricky question for you. We already know that tea lasts for 1 beat. And we are so clever that we know that 2 quavers joined on together to make coffee also last for 1. 1 beat, 1 beat. We know that a rest lasts for 1. We know that minim tea is 2. 1, 2. So we're going to put a 2 there. How many beats do you think cappuccino lasts for? How many beats do you think 4 semiquavers last for? When you put 4 semiquavers together, how many beats does it equal? The answer, boys and girls, is 1 beat. This lasts for the same length of time as this, and this, and this. Because 4 of these notes played quickly makes 1 beat. 1, like that. 1, 1, 1, 1. They were all the same length. I said 1 for the same length of time. which means that, how many beats does just one semiquaver last for? This is a tricky maths question. If 4 notes can fit into one, then how many beats does just one, I'm going to draw it here. This is what semiquaver looks like on its own. It looks a bit like a T and it has 2 little tails at the top. How many beats does just one of these last for? One on its own, just one of these, lasts for a quarter of a beat. Just a quarter of a beat. Because you need 4 quarters to make a whole, don't you? And if there's 4 notes in one, then each of them is going to last for a quarter. If you're sitting there thinking, what is Mr. MacKinnon on about? I understood that these were cappuccino, but I don't know anything about quarter beats. Then my answer for you is, don't worry about it. It's not important right now. As long as you know that cappuccino is fast, and there's 4 of them in a cappuccino. There doesn't have to be 4 of them, but we're always going to be doing 4 just to make it really simple. Now, with the power of magic, I'm going to have 4 new rhythms drawn on here, and then I'll give you some time to draw them yourself. Abracadabra! Ta-da! Oh my goodness, you didn't know I was a magician, did you? So here are my 4 lovely rhythms, and I'm going to hold them up here so you've got some time to draw them. You might want to pause the video so that you can also draw them on your piece of paper. My lovely first rhythm goes like this. It goes T, 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 cappuccino. My lovely second rhythm goes T, T, sh. Oh my goodness, rhythm 3 is pretty tricky. It goes cappuccino coffee, cappuccino coffee. And rhythm 4, in rhythm 4 I used all of the notes that we've learned. Rhythm 4 is sh, coffee, tea, cappuccino, like that. Can you clap them as I point to them with my finger as we go along? And we're going to go 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 without stopping. Okay. I might even use my metronome that I did last week. Let's see, this is the speed that we're going to go. Not sure if you can hear that. Okay. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. T, T, T. Cappuccino, tea, tea, sh. Cappuccino, coffee, cappuccino, coffee, sh. Coffee, tea, cappuccino. Well done. Let's do it again. Why don't we be crazy and we'll do 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Okay, so we're starting here. 1, 2, ready, go. Sh, coffee, tea, cappuccino, cappuccino, coffee, cappuccino, coffee, shh, tea, shh, tea, 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 cappuccino. For some reason I did a sh when it was this, no, I don't know why I did that. Silly Mr. MacKinnon. But all the rest, well done you. Fantastic. Okay, do you remember last week when I asked you to improvise a 5th rhythm? So I want you to now draw a 5, and you're going to have something brand new, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you though to make sure that it is 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. 4 beats long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something here, something here, something here, and something here. It could be T, 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 T. It's a bit boring though, isn't it? It could be cappuccino, 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 cappuccino. I think the most boring one of all would be shh, 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 shh. I think that's my only rule. You're not allowed to do 4 rests, because then you're basically just not playing anything. So, like last week, we're going to hear the metronome that I'm playing on my phone. So, sorry it's not very loud. And I want you to play 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 in any order you want. You could do 3, then 1, then 4, then 2. It's up to you. And then the fifth time, for the fifth one, you have to play your brand new one. Okay, if you want to pause and have a little bit of time to think of something, then you can. But if you're ready, I'm going to take the board away. It's gone. Hopefully you've written yours down so you don't need to be looking at the screen. Okay, and I'm going to help you out by clicking along with the metronome. Okay, and I'll tell you when it's ready for the fifth one. Here we go. Okay, here we go. After 4, you're going to play whichever one comes first for you. 1, 2, 3, go! And stop. 1, 2, next one, go! And stop. 1, 2, next one, go! And stop. Here's their fourth one. Off you go. And stop. Here's your fifth one that you've made up. Ready, off you go. And stop. How was it? Was it pretty awesome? Listen, I would love to know what your fifth rhythm was. Perhaps you could write it down and take a picture of it and send it to me. Upload it into Google Classroom. I'd love to see it. Last week, I actually saw quite a few of you had sent in your rhythms. You drew the 4 that I gave you last week, and then you drew a 5th one that you invented, and I loved it. Did you make sure that your rhythm was only 4 beats long? Hopefully. Well, listen, as I said at the beginning, really, really soon we're all going to be together. We just have a few more weeks of learning like this, which I think so far has been absolutely fine. I hope you've been having a really nice time at home. I know that we're all really missing school, really missing seeing our friends, and of course, your favourite music teacher. But not long to go now. Have a really great rest of your week, boys and girls, and see you all soon. Bye!